Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. It's me, Jay, with your transfer update today. No Anna McCullough, he's going to be back soon, so I'm just doing a bit of covering. So don't panic if you're sick of the sight of me and wondering where's Macca. He will be back. Also, Howson will be covering later on in the week as well. Another quick update just to give everyone, sort of bring everyone up to speed on what's going on. We're looking at defensive acquisitions this afternoon, or this evening I should say. Defensive comings and goings, because there's a good chance United could be in for a bit of business during the summer, both in and out when it comes to defenders. Now, the big sort of stories gathering momentum, we covered this yesterday, I'll just go over them quickly, is Wan-Bissaka. We know that United made a bid, believed to be in the region of 40 million. That was rejected by Crystal Palace. Now the talk is that United are going to go in again, and everyone's expecting a second bid of around 50 million. 50 million to Palace, hopefully, should be enough to see them give us Wan-Bissaka as a player, or sell us Wan-Bissaka. He's a player that I really like. I think we need a right back. I know Diogo Dalot is a good young player who can play on the right or the left. He can also play on the wing as well. But I think we need a right back. And I think that Wan-Bissaka, 21 years old, with the defensive stats he's got as well, very, very capable defender, he would give us such a big boost in that area. And let's not forget, in this day and age, you need options. And at the moment, our options at right back are Diogo Dalot, who's relatively unproven and arguably a little bit better as a winger. Ashley Young, who I think everyone is sort of agreed that isn't up to it, and also Matteo Darmian, who looks like he could be heading out anyway. So Wan-Bissaka makes a lot of sense. Now the other sort of big story today is Harry Maguire. People expecting Harry Maguire, or talk about Harry Maguire, could be heading out over to Old Trafford. Apparently, he's been on United's radar now for over a season. We had Jamie Jackson from The Guardian in earlier. You can check out that video. He was talking about how Jose Mourinho was a big fan of Harry Maguire, wanted to bring him in last summer. That obviously didn't happen. Now the talk is that United are going to go back in for him. The figure being quoted there is around the £70 million mark. Now, that sounds like a lot. Well, it is a lot. But when you look at Maguire, you look at the fact he's Premier League experience, he's an established defender, he's someone who can command the defence, he's someone who can bring the ball out. We talk about modern defenders being able to carry the ball out of defence, and he is someone that can do that. He might look like your sort of typical blood and thunder type player who just gets stuck in and doesn't have a lot of footballing ability about him, but that's deceiving. Just because he's big and strong doesn't mean he's not good on the ball, and he's very good on the ball. If you look at his best games, or not his best games, but two of the games I noticed him in last season were against City and Liverpool. I mentioned this yesterday, and he was excellent against those two teams. He was man of the match, I think, against Liverpool, and he wasn't far off being man of the match against City as well. And if you can play well against those two teams, you can play well against anyone. And I think if we got him in defence alongside Victor Lindelof, that centre-back pairing is certainly a centre-back pairing that looks more like the sort of centre-back pairing you need at Manchester United. Still question marks. People have been on Chris Smalling and Phil Jones's case for so many years now, and that doesn't seem to change. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? It's because probably they're not playing at the level they need to be. Someone like Harry Maguire, who can bring the ball out, who's good in the air, who can lead from the back, alongside Victor Lindelof, who we know what sort of season he's had. He was my personal choice for player of the season. And if you throw in an Wan-Bissaka alongside Luke Shaw, of course, that's not looking too shabby. I think that could be a good strong back four with David De Gea if he stays as well. That gives us a solid base on which to build from, and hopefully the likes of Daniel James and Paul Pogba if he stays can sort of provide the ammunition to get the goals. So that's two players that we think that we according to the reports we're hearing, United are in for. Another player that's been linked with United all summer is Matteo Delite. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the noises are that he's not heading to Old Trafford. I think we all sort of knew that anyway. I think this smacks of his agent, who I believe is Mino Raiola, using United to try and get a better deal. Although there were reports that he was tempted to come to Old Trafford and that the interest was real, I don't think he's going to be heading there. And I think Maguire is a realistic target, as is Wan-Bissaka. We know that those are solid options, those are solid choices, and those are real sort of bids that we're preparing, or in the case of Maguire preparing, and in the case of Wan-Bissaka have put in, and it makes sense. Apparently Liverpool are in for him, Barcelona are in for him, Juventus are in for him. We all saw the images of Ronaldo apparently whispering in his ear. Do I think De Ligt's going to choose United over those clubs if he's got the option? Probably not. Listen, I'd love it if he did, but I just don't see it happening. Keep coming in the comments, guys. Someone was asking yesterday, why do you keep doing these videos every night when there's not any news? We do these videos because there's always rolling news, and also for you guys to give us some questions, for you guys to get involved in the comments. This is what this channel is about. It's about you guys. So by all means, do give us your comments, give us your questions, any stories, any reports you've heard, send them over to us. Let us hear what you guys know. If you know anything, a lot of love for Wan-Bissaka here. Someone else is saying that Juve are going to get De Ligt. I think that's pretty much established that Juve are going to get De Ligt. The big question defensively as well is who's going to go this summer, because United at the moment, we have the likes of Matteo, Darmian, who I mentioned, we have the likes of Marcus Rojo, Eric Bailly, Chris Moore and Phil Jones. It seems like a lot. It seems like we've got probably too many centre-backs or too many defenders who aren't going to get a lot of game time. So you do worry, or you do wonder, I should say, who's going to be going at this summer. Now, Darmian is someone who's always been linked with leaving. I don't know where we're up to with that one. We know that Valencia obviously left. Young isn't going anywhere. People keep asking about Ashley Young. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's already said he's part of his plans. He's the captain, and he signed a new deal not too long ago. So I don't think that one's going to happen. But there is scope there for United to get rid of, or to release or move on some of these defenders that aren't going to get much game time. Get them off the wage bill. Make room for someone else. Listen, I'm a massive Eric Bailly fan, but I don't know if he's got the sort of the future at United. I don't know if he's going to get the games that he needs. I don't know if he can play the amount of games we need. I'd love to see Eric Bailly playing 38 games a season, but it just doesn't seem to be happening for him. And whether that's injury, whether it's temperament in terms of him being a bit rash sometimes, I don't know. I think on his day, Eric Bailly is an exceptionally talented defender. We just don't see it often enough. So he's a player that's been linked with a move away. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal. I don't know if that's got any legs. I hope not, because I don't want to see him go to another Premier League club, because it could come back to haunt us. We've seen those sorts of moves happening before. Usually the other way around, when Robin van Persie came from Arsenal to United, of course, but we don't want to start doing that. People asking, where's Adam? Adam McCullough will be back. Don't worry, he'll be back, I think the week after next. He's on his O's. Maguire for 70 million, someone says, what are you smoking? Oh my God, bad business. Listen, let's be honest now. In the current climate, you're going to pay for an experienced defender who's, 26 years old. You're going to pay around upwards of 50, 60 million. That's a given. Even someone like Toby Alderweireld, if I get his name right, who's, I think, is he 29 and had 1 year left on his contract, was quoted at 25 million. Now, someone like Harry Maguire, who is an established England international, a very talented defender, he's 26, you're going to be paying around the 60, 70 million mark for him. That is just the way it is at the moment in this market. And United have two choices. They can either get involved and they can say, right, we need him, we need to spend that money, or we can do what we did last season. We can say it's too much, we're not doing it. And what happened last season? Wasn't great, was it? And what was a big part of that? We needed another centre-back. So do we really want to start saying, no, we're not going to spend the 70 million, we're not going to bother? Because that could be the difference. That 70 million could be the difference of getting Champions League football and not getting Champions League football. And that's worth a lot more than 70 million quid to United. So I wouldn't be surprised if United have looked at what happened last season and thought, actually, we do need to go there. Just looking at some of the comments, someone saying, please just announce Fernandes already. I've spoken this week about Bruno Fernandes. He's been linked with United. He's obviously an exceptionally talented midfielder. I think he's 24 years old, bagged 20 goals in the Portuguese league last season. Looks like he's the real deal. Is he going to come to United? Listen, if he came to United, I think we'd all be happy, as long as he wasn't coming in and Paul Pogba going out. Someone, Mark Ainsley's mentioned Tuanzebe. Anyone that watches me on this channel will know I'm a massive Axel Tuanzebe fan. He's had a really good season at Aston Villa. Good, young, talented player. Obviously, come through the youth. He's almost ready, I think, for the Manchester United first team. I think if he came back into the squad, if he didn't go on loan again, and we had him in the first team squad, I'd like to see him playing sort of around the 15 to 20 games mark. I don't know if he's ready to be starting every game. I do think there's potential for him and Victor Lindelof in the future to be a defensive partnership. I'm just not sure whether next season is it. Maybe in a few years' time, or maybe he's an option. I know he can play out wide as well in full-back positions. Maybe that's an option for him. But Tuanzebe is a great talent and someone that would be an improvement, actually, on a lot of the players we've got available at our disposal at United at the minute. So if Tuanzebe comes back, I think we'd all be happy. Someone else is saying here, Oblak. Oblak is a goalkeeper, obviously, that's been linked with us. He's at Atletico Madrid. Apparently, he's keen on a move to United. If David De Gea doesn't put pen to paper, then there's a good chance that Old Black could be coming in to replace him. Have no problem with that. Really talented keeper. I personally think Sergio Romero is a good keeper, and I think he could do a job. I don't know if the board will think the same and think, can we save a few quid by just promoting Romero rather than Old Black, bringing in Old Black. Someone else here is saying Bale on loan would be a good move. I agree. I've been saying this for months. Gareth Bale on loan is a good move. If you bought him as a signing, I think it's a massive gamble, and we know what happened with Alexis Sanchez. So I wouldn't say buy Gareth Bale for any sort of silly money, but if you give us a choice of Gareth Bale on loan, why not? Listen, if he gets an injury or he can't play, ship him back to Real Madrid, not an issue. And if he does play, if you get 20, 30 games out of Gareth Bale, I think he gets you goals and assists. I think he does. I'm just gonna wrap up, guys. Probably, sorry, that's me. I left my phone on. Someone pointing out there's a bit of an echo. That's my fault. Apologies. Dave Bassett for next United manager. One for the older fans there. I don't think that's going to happen. Every signing is a gamble. Yeah, every signing is a gamble. Also, I'm hearing here, someone here saying Wilfried Zaha. We spoke about Wilfried Zaha. Don't see it happening. Someone else here saying Chilwell, Madison, Zaha. Ben Chilwell, very talented left back. I would have Ben Chilwell at United. I think Shaw flattered to deceive a little bit last season. I know he was player of the year, but I think he was very inconsistent, and I still don't know if he's got it in him to get back to the levels he was just before his injury. And I know that sounds harsh. Luke Shaw, just before he got injured under Louis van Gaal, was fantastic. But he got that injury and he's never quite reached those heights again. And I respect Luke Shaw. I like the fact that he knuckled down under Jose. He took a lot of stick and he got on with it. But I just don't know. I think if we did get another talented left back, I'd be quite happy with that. But I don't think it's happening. I don't think left back is a priority. I'm gonna wrap up soon. Swish Dish, thanks for your nice comments. Griezmann, no, can't see Griezmann coming in at all. Sounds like a sort of big money signing that we don't need to be making. You know, he'd be massive money, massive wages. I don't see Griezmann. Someone I think is just hitting the Griezmann button here, just saying Griezmann. Don't see it. Someone else saying Fosu Mensah. A few years ago, Fosu Mensah was the next big thing. He was amazing when he came in, again under Louis van Gaal. I remember his game, I think it was Upton Park against West Ham, where he was phenomenal. He looked like he had everything. He was strong, he was quick, won the ball, could pick a pass, just carry the ball as well. He's gone on loan a couple of times. I think he went to Palace, he went to Fulham. It's not really worked out for him. Didn't have a good time of it last year at Fulham, admittedly in a team that was struggling. So I think there's still hope for Fosu Mensah, but it's going to be difficult. What about James? Daniel James should be confirmed soon. I think there's a transfer window needs to reopen. He can put pen to paper. He has been confirmed as a signing. He just hasn't signed on the dotted line. Someone else saying, when's Fernandes being announced? A little bit of gathering momentum around Fernandes. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I might be wrong. And if I am wrong, as I've said, I'll be more than happy to see Fernandes coming in, as long as it's not for Paul Pogba leaving. There's still sort of interest in Paul Pogba. There's still a sort of rumours going around that Real Madrid could come in for him, but United apparently want 120 million, so don't know if that one's going to happen. Ruben Diaz, someone's mentioning. Yeah, Ruben Diaz is quite a player. Rabiot, we keep hearing about Rabiot, and he's that type of player that Manchester United need. Is he going to come to Old Trafford? Are we going to really go for him? Well, that's the thing with some of these players. You need to sort of show a real solid interest and pay the money that's needed. And I'm just not sure that United are going to do that for some of the players that we've been linked with. I think it's more paper talk, or in some cases, call me a cynic, agents trying to up the fees. Listen, guys, just before I was going to say I'm going to go, just before I go, someone else mentioned Koulibaly. Seems to have cooled off a little bit on the Koulibaly front. He was linked with a move to Old Trafford for the last sort of year or so. Doesn't seem to be as much fire to that smoke at the minute. So we'll wait and see. Who knows? It might happen. I can't see it happening. I think the United's defensive priority now will be Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire, and maybe one or two going out as well. Guys, thanks for watching. It's been me, Jay. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't worry, everyone's asking, where's House and where's Adam McCullough? You know there's a big team here. A lot of people are away. They're going to be back soon. So do keep commenting, do keep watching, do keep subscribing. Thanks for watching.